Hi guys, I am just looking for myself on my, I put up my tablet right by me so I could hmm, see myself and see your guys' comments because I don't want to be incognito. Why am I incognito? I don't even know how you do that. How about my channel? Can I go to my channel? So this is, oh, there I am. Okay. Let me mute myself here. Let's see. Anne's here and Kim's here. Hey, I'm first. Yay. Yes, you are. Yeah, you're first. Kim, if you want to come in, I sent you the link and I can pop you in. So I'm hoping to finish my rocks today, my pebbles. So I started early. I know I put one on the thing or whatever, but I was all set up. So you can see my leg under there, but that's not a bad picture. I thought it was going to be 4. I thought I put it on it for 1 mountain, which is to 3 Eastern, but who knows what I put. Hi, Maria. Oh, you're baking a cake. Well, bake your cake, girlfriend. Ooh, that color's already on there. Um, I saw a recipe. I know Kim bakes, so I saw a recipe from one of the girls that paints, and it was for pumpkin cake. I'd never heard of it before, but she's English, so I thought maybe Kim might like. I don't know. I didn't know if Kim likes pumpkin. She doesn't. Neither do I. I'm not a pumpkin fan, particularly. Um, and um, I sent it to her and my daughter. My daughter does make this pumpkin bread that has cream cheese stuff in the middle that is delish that I do eat. And so I sent it to her because my daughter, she's not a real baker. I mean, baking, she loves to cook. But I used to be a huge baker. I worked in a pie factory in high school. So I do know how to make pretty good pies, if I say so myself. I'm not big into eating them. I'm better now. It's been so long because I'm old. Let's see. Oh, pumpkin cake is delicious. Oh, so you've heard of it, Anne? Yeah, I'd never heard of it. So it may be something I try when I do um, Thanksgiving. The only times I like to cook are for the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. And I enjoy cooking at those times. So if you weren't here at the beginning, these are just rocks, pebbles, like in a dry riverbed or you know, I don't know. Our front yard has lots of rocks in it. And so I drew them out and I'm just painting them with grays, different grays I've made. And I just used my template that I already had, and it already had the colors. So my browns are over here, my blues, my greens, my reds, oranges. And so I've just made them more grayer, and continued on. And the blue you see on here is masking fluid that you'll rub off and it'll leave white. And I'll probably glaze a little bit over that. And that just means you use a really light color like what I'm using now and go over it so it's not so stark. But this watercolor paper isn't bright white. It's a cream like most watercolors. So that's why I'm doing this study in gray. I don't usually paint. If you've seen most of my paintings or look on my past stuff, they're very bright colored. Do I have it? The first one I did of these is this one. I got something on it there. So we're just going to fix that right now. Just like this. There. That fixed it. So this was the first one, and I added brights to it. I wasn't thrilled. This is a really big piece of paper. This is like 12 by 9. This is a much smaller. This is an 8 by 8 square. So that's why I decided to do this. And then last night I was scrolling through. Actually, I don't go on to Facebook much. I'll go on to notify people that I'm going to be on live. If you got one of those today, then thanks for following. Ooh, that's bad. It's a bright green color. There we go. Watercolors are translucent, so you can water them down with water, and they just lighten up. And to make gray, you use the opposite. So like opposite of green is red. So that will take it down. See? And put some red in there, and that took it right on down. I need a little more green in that. So we'll see what we get. I got too much green going on here. Over here. Oh, that's a perfect rock color, I think. Not just a color. Not there. I love that color I made. Need some more of that. So we'll put it over here. And every time I pick up a color, I add a little. I just swatch something. Like that time I went and I got a little more green in it. So it'll be a little more green. I'll go over here and get a little more. We'll add orange to it. See, now the orange isn't a direct opposite of green. So it made it actually kind of more of a brown. So I'm going to add some more red and green because I really like the gray I got out of that. And I do want it more gray. So there we go. I just got too much going on in here. There we go. We're going to get it. I'm going to add a little blue. So one of the things about this was it was using a limited palette, which I blew that out of the water because I don't have a limit. This is a limited palette to me. I mean, look at the palette I usually, one of my favorite palettes. And that's the amount of colors I have in it compared to that. So to me, this is a limited palette. Let's get some more Greek going. Oh, there, we're getting it. I just made too much of it, that's all. There we go. And now I'm going to go over here. And so I like the idea of doing like a total gray kind of scale. It's a purple in there. And so that's what there we go. We get some stormy colors. So that's what I was doing. I was doing a study of gray. There, I sounded artsy. I'm doing a study of gray. Can you see? Oh yeah, I got you. So you're seeing down here. But it's nothing. Yes. Oh, you missed that part. Yes. Did I pay you for that? Do I need to pay you for that, honey? That's expensive stuff. I loved it. I can't wait. I'm mulling in my head what I'm going to add that to because I have a piece right now, but it's huge. So I have a piece of turquoise that's about that round. And then I have a buffalo that's carved out of bone that's about this round. And I've almost got it done. But I was thinking a piece of your rough turquoise at the bottom of the buffalo might look kind of cool. But then I was thinking, do I really need to add anything else to that piece? So the problem is with that turquoise that you sent, it's called unstabilized. So it's very soft. So I don't want to put it into like a ring because it would just break. It would crack. So I have to do it in a pendant or earrings, but they're kind of big pieces. I could cut them, but I don't. Actually, I could probably just blue. let's do a little bit of orange in the blue here. Because orange is opposite of blue. Yep, that made it very stormy. I could actually just probably break one of them and make two really cool earrings out of it. And then hang a Remy, don't be barking. Hang a either a buffalo nickel off it or a I have Indian head pennies, which are from the 1800s even. So they're even older. And so I might do that with them. I don't know. You got my juices running for that too. So I found out recently inlay and crush it. Yeah. I haven't done a lot of inlay, but I am starting to do that because I figured out how to. Most jewelers who do inlay do it with epoxy, which is great, except that I don't like epoxy because I make a mess with it and it just doesn't, it just makes a mess. It's just a terrible thing for me. So what I thought, I might do it the Native American way, and they use super glue. And so there is a Loctite kind of epoxy super glue combination that I might try. And I have a ring. Ooh, I got a dot on there. I have a ring that I have a shadow box kind of set up in, and I might do that to it. Knock, knock. Oh, did you knock, knock? I don't see you. You're here? I don't. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna move my phone to see if I see. I don't see Kim. You're here? Come back in, Kim. More layout. Oh, I heard you pop. There you are. There's my friend Kim. Hi. Say hi. Up there, I hear you.
Hi.
Now it can really make some trouble. We got both of us.
What's going on? How come we got a...
What do we got?
Why do we have an echo?
I don't have an echo. Oops, I have something stuck. Hide. There. Hide? Okay. Sorry, you guys.
Oh, do.
Okay. Do you still hear the echo?
My beautiful nutcracker.
Yours is different than mine. Aren't they awesome? She's so good.
Somebody has their YouTube and... What is it?
I have both mine on, but my YouTube's quiet. Is the echo when I talk? Kim?
I'm here.
Is the echo when I talk or when you talk?
It's when you talk. It's both of us. It's both of us. It's because there's a delay between YouTube and StreamYard and...
Okay, hold on. How the heck am I going to do this? I'll just turn this off. Hold on. There. Is there an echo now? I have nothing on but my phone.
Just turn the volume down, that's all. You can have it on. Just turn the volume down.
All the way off. And it was still, you said there was still an echo, so. I shall, ooh, you guys can't see. I shall do it this way. And you have a full picture today. Oh, look at the mushrooms. Are you still having an echo? No echo. Anybody else having an echo?
Is there anyone else having an echo?
Does somebody have a TV on?
Anne's hearing it.
Okay, Anne, no, I have nothing on but my phone. Just my phone. Just my phone. So now it's coming from your house, Kim.
No, it's not from mine.
Well, there was the...
Let me get out of here. Okay, it might be me. Hold on. It might be me. Hold on.
Okay. I hear something, but I don't know if it's an echo. Okay, well, that's good. We'll figure it out. We always.
Okay, I don't have anything on except StreamYard on my phone.
Okay, does anybody hear anything now?
So it's not me.
Well, I don't have somebody else on but my phone too. Let me make sure. Hold on. Hello. Okay. Okay. I have nothing on. I closed everything out of my phone but StreamYard.
Okay, and I don't hear it now. Do you?
Okay. Maybe it was my stream. Maybe I had something on my phone. I don't know.
Shit. Oh, now I hear it.
You hear it now?
Yep.
Yeah, I have nothing on.
Okay, Anne's not even on here anymore, is she?
Yes, she is. It's very slight, she says.
I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out and see if that changes.
Okay. Oh, I don't have a picture. There we go. Okay, is there an echo now? Echo, echo, echo. Anything. Now, Kim will pop in just a second. Pop in, Kim. Pop in, Kim. I think it stopped it, Kim. I'm not hearing anything, but is anyone else hearing anything? Ooh, I just made a crappy rock. Okay, I'm going to let Kim back in. Add to stream.
It has to be me then.
It has to be you?
Okay, I turned my craft light out. Sometimes that interferes.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, but I still hear it. It's me. I'm just going to go out and watch, guys.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know what else it would be.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry. I lost my buddy. So this rock has stripes in it. I will fix that as I move on in the painting process. And it will help add to the rocky look of it. We're almost done, guys. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I just got a few more. I got a lot of green on this side. So So, oh, she may not really have felt like doing it anyway. It's okay. Sometimes it's more of a stress than it is worth, and I don't want her to be stressed. She has enough stress in her life. Oh, my dogs. They they are sneezing up a storm. I don't know if we have bad air quality today. Well, we have bad air quality, unfortunately, a lot here in Denver. Does anyone else have bad air quality? Oh, you're crafting as well. What are you making today, Miss Ann? It's as loud as our voices. Ooh, that's probably very annoying then. I know how you feel it. Um, Kim, totally understand that one. Um, so Kim's working on mushrooms, it looked like, which I'll have to get one for my daughter because she loves mushrooms. She has cluster headaches is one of the things my little kid has, my oldest daughter, and they use mushrooms to treat that. Is one of the things they've found that works well for that treatment. Of course, they're only legal in certain places. So I get her mushrooms a lot. I went to their, let's see, the year before COVID, we went to Dallas. They had their annual conference, cluster headache conference. So we went there, and that was fun. I got to meet all of her friends and um, the doctors, and one of her really good friends that lives in England. Um, I got to meet her, so I got to put faces with the names, which I enjoyed. And we took Harley with us, so I got to babysit Harley while they were in the conferences. And it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. It was a girls' trip. We did learn from that we're only good for probably 3 days and 2 nights, maybe 3 nights and 4 days gone from like Harley and from our house and stuff. Hi, Doug. Oh, I didn't know that, Doug. Well, and I wonder, I have a fan blowing on me. I wonder if that has like an effect on it too. Because when she said that her light did, I was like, I wonder if I didn't have the fan blowing on me the other day. Doug just put out a new video, guys. So go and watch that. I watched part of it. I have not finished it. I have to finish it. Trying to get back into my habit of going to bed at midnight. I'm a night person. My husband used to be a night person and not anymore. So I'm trying to be a night person. Or be more of a morning person. Our dogs get up to go outside at like 6. And they're pretty stuck in that routine. So I don't want to be cleaning messes up in my house. So Jeff takes them out, and then I take them out at 8:30 or 9. They come back in, and then the little one is out of his kennel, so he comes up and sleeps with me for an hour or so, and then we get up. Oh, I remember that. That was a while ago. Well, I haven't seen you on Lisa's channel. She hasn't been doing crafts things lately, I don't think. Okay. Oh, I have a little rock here I need to color in. Just making sure I have all my spaces filled here. Because I don't want to have too much dark in between. So I'm trying to make sure I have rocks filled everywhere. Oh, I've got some over here that needs to be. And my thing is drying up and I'm running out of grays. So what I have learned from this little experiment, I'm not real good at making grays. So that I have learned, mostly because I buy what watercolorists and, well, actually painters in general call convenience colors. So they're already made up for you. You're not mixing them yourselves. And so I've gotten used to that. And I probably should do more mixing. I used to love to mix. I am one of those people that can look at a color and mix it pretty almost exact. And I bet I don't have that same eye anymore because I don't practice it like I did. In college, it would amaze people. Like I would do it, for fun. My classmates would bring me a color and I would match it. The first time out, that was always fun. What's your daughter's favorite color, Kristen? Jacqueline, probably a purple. Not a bright purple, more like the darker purple, a darker purple. A darker purple for sure. I told you guys the latest thing for my 9-year-old granddaughter. I always ask, I don't like, it was really hard for me to come up with my favorite color for a long time. And it was green for years, and it still is. It's more of like a lime or an apple, like a Granny Smith apple or brand new grass green. I like that color. And so my granddaughter, her new favorite color is rainbow. I'm like, oh, okay. Because I wanted to buy her some t-shirts or whatever. And I was like, what's your new favorite color so I can get you some t-shirts? Rainbow. I'm like, how am I supposed to buy a rainbow t-shirt? I don't know, but you can find me one. I'm like, oh, okay. Yes, grandma is a miracle worker and can find a rainbow t-shirt. And what am I doing with the owl again? I forgot. Oh, your owl stamp. Are you making her a magnet or something? Okay. Did I do them? Oh, I missed a rock right here. And then I have lots of light. I'll go back in and put layers on so that the rocks look like, because right now it looks pretty flat. Don't know about the owl, but I know what you can do with the frog or frogs. Eat them? I don't think I want to eat an owl. I know people eat frog legs. I think most of you are, if not all of you, are mods on my channel. I don't have my thing up, so make sure you put your channels in if you're a mod. If you're not a mod, maybe Kim, or I think Anne's a mod. I don't think Willow's here, so she can't, but put your channel links in. so that you guys can cross sub to each other. I always recommend that. Even if you're not necessarily going to watch that person's channel, it's nice to sub to them because it does help their numbers, obviously. And everyone's goal, not everyone's, but most people who are doing sales and such, their goals are to be monetized, and that takes 1,000 subs. And so that way they can make a little money off the ad revenue and the pop-ups and stuff that they do. Preparing ribs. Oh my gosh, Kim's making like a whole American kind of dinner there. Cake and ribs. Are you making potatoes to go with that too, Kim? Yummy. Yummy. I haven't made ribs in a long time. Maybe that's something I should do again. I am like the least creative kitchen person. My daughter loves to cook and is so good at it. When she lived with us, I loved it because for the most part, she made all our meals. And that was nice. My husband's a very good cook, but he does not cook very often for us. I wish he would cook every night, even, 3 or 4 nights a week, and I would cook the rest. I make very good breakfast meals. Probably because breakfast is my favorite meal. I don't know. So what I'm doing is going in on one side, au gratin potatoes. So au gratin is the same as like scalloped, right? So I'm going in and making it look like on one side that there's a curve on it. That's kind of how I'm doing it. With a little bit darker color. Oh, you can't see this corner. There we go. This rock is just a funky shape, so it may have to like really need some help. My tape's coming up. I do not have high quality washi tape. Usually I don't use it. Hi, Jeff. Usually I don't use washi tape. Usually I use masking tape or painter's tape. But washi tape was what was at hand. Let's see. I need some more green for this guy here. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. See how much more stony that looks? There's something on there. Let's get that off. And let's see. Can I flick some stuff? So I'm going over here. I got my brush really wet. And I'm doing this. And then I'm there. Oops. I did not want that. We're flicking some. I'm doing a fairly controlled flick. So it's just splattering on that guy. So you have to have quite a bit of water. And I don't have a lot of water in there, but that's okay. I didn't want it to go overboard by splatting. This guy right here needs some work. He has a harsh line, which is okay. It'll work for me in this instance because that'll look like the edge of the rock. So that's good. And then I'll go in lighter and lighter as we get up here. And there's looks like red. So I'll go back in my water, get it really wet, thirsty, and I'll get some color. There we go. Oh, I got some good splatter going that one. And you guys see the splatter on that? See how I got some good splattery. So I'll see if I can get some more. I kind of got some good color. The color will dry lighter because it's watercolor. It mostly dries lighter. If if it touches somewhere that's wet, it's going to spread some. Also, ooh, well, I got that one got a pimple. Got a pimply. There, we'll have to add a couple more. You're gonna look like that. There you go. There. Okay. So I'm probably done down in this corner for a while. I think I went over. I'm not a splat. I don't do splatter. A lot of watercolors, that's what they do. It shows you kind of, it helps people identify that it's a watercolor. Lots of times, if they don't know when they're looking at it. I just am not a splatterer. I do like it. I think it's pretty. Now I'm kind of glazing over so that in between the rocks is colored too. I might not go as dark in between the rocks this time. We'll see. Some of these rocks I had already done darker. You can see. This one needs to be a little. There we go. There we go. So that one looks like it's going under this one here because dark recedes. And that's true in everything. That's why people like to wear black because dark recedes. I'm going to go in here a little bit. That's why we wear black. Okay. Okay, I need some blues. And the thing with these, like with the rocks, I could actually work on this for a long time. You know, you can get real fiddly with them. So I have to decide that too. How fiddly am I going to be? Find out from my husband if we had plans that I'm supposed to do with him. Since he came down here, I maybe had said I was doing something with him. Oh, okay. No, he's going outside to do poop patrol. So that's good. I don't have to do that. He does the poop patrol, thank God. I do it occasionally for him if his back's out or whatever. Not my favorite thing. I don't think anybody's favorite thing. Obviously. Yes, what's your favorite thing? Poop patrol. So I put very dark on it. I had wet it and see how it ran in. Well, I wanted to run a little bit higher up here. So I'll just add some more. We need some up here. And I'm just letting the water and the pigment design that rock. Is done. Ribs are in to the slow roast and potatoes are in. You're doing both at the same time? Whoa, girl. You trying to get a new car or something? A new couch? What you doing? Let's see. That's a brown rock. That's a purpley rock. I think my purpley rock's going to be blue and purpley. Because, no. Can I zoom in? Well, now you're asking for something. I don't know. I've never tried to zoom in. Remove from stream. Why don't I just bring my camera down? Is that better? Is that better? I'll hold it up. So I'm working on purple guy right here. He got a little purple. I'm not sure I like that. I can't decide. So I got blue and purple in here, or blue and red, which make purple from my mix. And he's splotchy, but he doesn't look round. He still looks pretty flat. So I'm going to see if I can round him out a little. And you don't want a line. So you go back in. And this paper is good because it's cotton. So even like the paints I'm using that are staining, meaning that they don't wash away fast, like one of these colors in here is a much more permanent when you put it down. There we go. See how that helps that poor rock look a little bit better? Now we need to add more purpley to it. Let's get some purpley going. There we go. That made it. There we go. So, a lot of watercoloring is learning to control the amount of water and the amount of pigment or paint on your brush. Let's see, will this one give me a better purple if I add some blue? I don't know what, how did I get that pretty? Oh, maybe that's how. So, you can see they call it blooming when it looks like cauliflowers or heads or broccoli heads. Some painters like that. In the olden days, they said that was a poor showed that you had poor technique. I sometimes use it as, like, see these blooms in here? I use them as texture. So it depends on what you're looking for. Rocks have funky things in them, so to look rockerly, I'm trying to do that. Let's see. See, I think, okay, so if I put it down a little, doesn't that look more rounded and more not flat like some of these over here? Definitely these on the edge don't look so flat, but like this one next to it looks very flat. So that's why you do the underpainting first. You just get your, it's like getting your pattern ready if you're sewing, or getting your broth ready for whatever stew you're making. And then you go back in and add the spices and the material and cut it or put your meat in. Oh, that looks a lot better on that guy. Look at that. And watercolor paper, depending on the kind you use, this is called cold pressed. So it has a texture, a rougher texture. Hot pressed, they try and make it pretty smooth. It'll still drink up the watercolors and not buckle, but it will, it doesn't have much texture, so your paint doesn't flow like here. Okay, so we need, let's see, let's go ahead. I have this green one right here next to it. Let's get him made. And I've already started because they butt next to each other. I just don't want them flowing into each other. So I want to pull the water this way, away from the red rock or the pink purple rock. There we go. Had to wait till these were dry. Let's see. And I'm just using mostly what's on what I've pre-mixed before. I'm not really mixing new colors. I'm using what's on there, and I'm darkening. Let's see. Good. I missed that. What spot? And darkening it. And we're going to add some little flaws up here. And let's see. I did the splattering there. We're probably going to have to do some splattering over here. So let me get my brush. My brush is dripping wet. See the dripping? I'm going to go like this. Okay. Let me get the other brush. I usually hit it with my finger. So I'm going to put it right down next to the paper because then it won't go as far. Are you going to splatter it all? Did I not get enough? Oh, maybe. Nope, did not get enough. So, okay. My brush should not be thirsty. It should be totally full. Let's try it again. Oh, yeah. There's a little bit of it off. And I always do that. I'm so close, I hit my paper. And there. So, there. I don't know if you can see. Oh, yeah, you could see the sparklies. Or the spittle or whatever. Let me do a few more on here. Do I not have enough water in my brush? What's going on? I really like it's such a fine mist that I'm getting. That's probably part of it, is that it's so fine. Oh, yeah. There. Look at that. See how fine it is? And it looks pretty dark on there right now. I'll show you in a few minutes when that dries, because that's not going to stay like that. Let's see. This is a greener one over here. Kind of funky shaped. And I'm just darkening him. And then I kind of dried my brush off a little, and I'm just going to go over everything right here. Kind of glaze like. And that's just, see how that kind of helps. Okay, so I picked up some, as it dried, it went into the cracks here. So I picked some of that up. See, it's pretty dark. So I'm going to take that on my end of my brush, and it's going to be dark. And I'm just going to go in right here. At the edge of this rock. Right like that. And I think I'm going to go up a little bit on here. Then I'm going to get it wet. And I blotted it off a little bit on my paper towel. So it's not very wet, but it's enough. It's damp that it's going to pull that color. Doesn't the blue? Oh, no, the blue is dry. And here, I'll show you in just a sec. Let's see. We can take this off on this one. So you can use many ways to get it off. I always just rub it with my fingers. So see, there, I took off a few. See how it left that's where the blue was. And it just left the white underneath. So it just has white speckles on this one. So the blue does not run. See? So where the white is, that was speckled. That was the blue. I'm not quite done with this guy over here. Let me finish him up. He's kind of a gray. Let's see, we got some grays going on. So he's just a neutral kind of color. Nothing, there's nothing extremely special about this guy. He's just a rock. So we'll just make him a rock. He does have a nice white stripe. So I can't take that stripe off until the paper and the paint is dry. I do want to put, so I'm going to pick up, see how dark that is right there? I'm just going to pick that up, and I'm going to go in here and put some dots like this. And they're spreading out or blooming right because I had water there. And I'm going to try and get it to bloom a little around the edges. There. And oops, there wasn't enough. So this is a round brush, but round brushes go to an extreme point. That's how come I'm able to do that. And see how they just kept spreading? So they're not dots really. So there's going to be a white line there. So I'm going to go over here and pick up, there's a little bit left. And I'm going to go on the other side now. And it probably won't spread near as much because it's had some time to dry. See? And I'm going to get a little bit of water, dab off my brush. I'm going to just take it in there a little bit. So my rock has that. Let's see if I can get any more of the really dry, crusty stuff. So I can get this guy. That's a good rock. That guy will be a good rock when we take off that. And he will have patterns on both sides of the white. It'll be cool. So that one will be cool when we get that done. So this corner is actually looking pretty good. Let's see. That green guy needs a little bit more work done on him. I got lots of green here, so we'll add some green to him. Give him some that. I need some crusty green. See if I can get. Okay. Let's pull you in this way. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to take this out for just a second and hold it up. Okay, so those are starting to look, that's looking more like a rock bed and not just circles on a page. This one's really a blue, so let me get some blue going here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thanks, Kim. I have the best subscribers. Well, you guys are really my friends. You guys take good care of me. There we go. Is this going to be a bright green? Yeah, that's about this one. So see how bright this green is? I pulled a little bit of both these two greens together. That's really bright. So I'm going to add some blue to it because blue will make it darker. See? Like that. So now we got a darker blue. I'm going to grab some brown because that will make it look more earthy kind of. Yeah, see? There. And I'm going to, still not earthy enough maybe. Oh, there. Let me get a darker brown. There we go. Yeah. And I'm going to add some more. Okay. And I don't want to leave it like that because that looks harsh. Ooh, that's too. I got some bright green in there somewhere. So, picking up the green in my palette. And we're going to go over it again. That's another reason why you want cotton paper and not what they call, or what other types of paper with watercolor, is because the more scrubbing like this I would do on that kind of paper, the more it would probably start pilling and ruining that kind of paper. And I would hate that because then it would start ruining my painting. And this, you can't even tell. It's still taking my colors. There's no damage to the paper or anything. That's looking better. I like that better. So there. Those are looking more like rocks instead of just little circlies. So that's in watercolor. That's how you add texture, by putting little details in changing the patterns in the water and the paint. And it does take a lot of time sometimes. Ooh, that went perfect. Let's see if I can do it on this side. Yes. But all of that is making this, I mean, compare this to that. There's a big difference. So that's why you spend hours doing this. In oils and even acrylics, you you use the actual paint to make um, peaks and valleys and textures, and that's fun. That's why oil takes so long to dry, is because it has all those layers in it, and they're made out of oils, and they take forever to dry. Acrylics dry faster, and you don't get quite as many layers, but you can buy modeling paste. Ooh, I like that one. And with modeling paste, you can then build up whatever it is you're making. Okay, I'm gonna build. Do not run. I don't want you to run. So I think somebody asked, wow, you drink a lot of pop. I tend to drink pop when I'm painting because it's in a can, and then I don't pick up my water. I have done that before. I picked up mini waters. I picked up turpentine too and tried to drink it. You're back! What'd you go do? Something fun, I hope. I hope you went and did something fun. Oh, you guys look tired. Was it hot out there? Get some water, guys. Get some water. They're all huffing and puffing. They got a clean backyard again, though. Oh, AC guy. Oh, yeah. I hope it wasn't too hot where you're at. I know where Cindy loves jewelry. Cindy Levin lives in Arkansas. She was having lots of heat. Today is cooler here, and we're supposed to get rain this afternoon, although I don't see it happening, but maybe this evening. So I'm drying my brush off and pulling some of this color out. See? It's called lifting. There you go. And there's a little dot there, so we're just gonna, there we go. Been painting about an hour now. Good. It is easier to paint in my chair, although I'm kind of sitting at a weird angle because because of where my camera is. But let's get this. I almost stuck this in my paintbrush in my pop can. That's why I do that, because it's not as easy. Go back. Ooh. Oh, no. We don't want that, do we, guys? That ended up very bad. So, how am I going to fix this? So, I totally dried off my brush. I'm going to pull that out, see? And I'm going to leave it. That doesn't look too bad, actually. You can't see the blue too much. And I'm going to go and add, let's see if I can get some green. I'm going to flip it around. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera. Maybe I'll puke. So we're right here. I'm going to take this. I got some green, And to give it a little bit of contrast there where that blue accidentally went in, I've painted it in. I used a very dry brush to do that so that it wouldn't run. And then I'm going to go like that. And then I got some brown over here. We're going to add some brown to this. Again, with a very dry brush because there's water on there already. There. And see, this one's brown over here, so we'll just do that. I needed a little, I cleaned my brush off. There's just a little bit of water on there. I'm just gonna, there we go. And I think we need some splattering right here. So let me get some that. Get some more water on my brush. Okay. It's very, very wet with very little color on it. Let's see. Come on. There we go. And we're going to splatter all these right here because it's kind of just a neutral color. I tried to keep it off this. And you guys can see that there. Did pretty good, actually. And all that's, I'm going to, okay, so this green right here is kind of blotchy looking. So I'm going to add some water to my palette over here. And this, I just am going to add a ton of, this is blue, purple, green, gray. I've got a lot of water on my brush. Come on. And this one landed a big blobbo right there. There. That's all you have to do. I think I need a little bit more color in here, maybe, is what the problem is. Shall we do? Okay, there. That's kind of a neutral color. Okay, now, I did not, my paper towel is kind of wet from where I've been there. I did not want it on those. And I'm going to just go in, stick my brush. There we go. That's helping it a bit. I need some more. I'll leave those there. I'll wipe those off. That'll help that one. Okay. As I say, I'm not a splatterer. I'm splattering a lot. The reason I'm splattering is just for the texture today. See, these right here are more reds. So I'm going to flip my palette around. Oh, crapo. Are you still over there, Jeff? Oh, okay. Nothing, don't worry about it. So I'm on the red side here. So I'm going to do red. Let's add some brown to it. Ugh, that's not pretty. This blue right here, this is a weird blue. I don't know, like a periwinkle blue. Let's see what color it makes. I like that. Oh, that's a good gray though. So we're going to go in here to these because I'm trying to finish, at least get this area finished today for you guys. Look at that. I cannot use that. I spilt my water onto my paper towel. So I cannot use my paper towel. It's all wet. It's definitely wet. There we go. That's going to be a good color to add to this rock. Oh yeah, guys, we made a good color to add to him. I want him to have some color down in there. Look at that. And then I'm gonna, so I have a wet brush. Hold on, we gotta, there. I have a wet brush, but see how I have these white spots? I don't want to lose them too bad. Hi, Bear Bear. I don't want to lose them too bad. So what I'm going to do is just use my wet, clean brush and just go over them. Try and stay away from them and keep them fairly white. They don't have to be bright white. There we go. I'm definitely starting to dig this. Toothbrush. Yeah, the toothbrush, I send it every, the toothbrush ends up in my face and on my clothes and not, it doesn't end up where it's supposed to. But yes, I have a toothbrush. I don't have that caddy out here. I just have my little caddy, my little water bottle thing out here. So, yeah. I have a desk we found at one of the thrift stores that I'm going to set up over in my other corner over by the window over there. And it's going to be my filming and watercolor place. Oh, you need help from. And she needs you to remind her what she's doing with a frog. So now this rock right here is kind of a blue-gray. So we got to go back over to the blues. The Moody Blues. I was trying to think of the Moody Blues name the other night because they had a song I liked. And I was trying to ask my husband what that song was from the 80s. So when I see him later this afternoon, because he's upstairs in his office, I will ask him what that song is. From the Moody Blues. One of my tennis coaches liked that song. I had a crush on him. So I loved that song because he did. And I don't remember what the song was called. There. Oh, that rock's going to be a good one. Anything you want. A dish plate, whatever. Oh, like a trinket dish. A froggy trinket dish. That would be cute. A froggy trinket dish. So I want to dry my brush out as much as possible. And I'm going to go in here and pick up some of that. Oh, yeah. Look at that, guys. Pick up some of that color to give it some dimension. You guys, really, this area, if I keep playing with it, it's going to be overworked. So we're moving on. Let's see. What time is it? How long have I been on? Too long? Am I boring people? Well, there's 5 of you around. Let's see. I picked up green. Green, green, green. I should have got the approved, I should have had Alexa play the approved YouTube list. So you guys had music in the background for when I'm not talking. Sorry. This is a much greener side over here. There's a lot of green on that, so we'll just use that. Music's awful on lives. Okay. The silence is better. Well, probably from me talking, it is. I'm going to use it in my craft room. Oh, cool. Anne showed us her craft room when she was on with us live a week ago, and it was cool. She had a good craft room. I need to go online and finish the table because tomorrow's Thursday, so Kim and I have our weekly live art and variety show auction and buy it now. So we will have that. And let's see. I made a new turquoise and leather bracelet last night. I finished. Multiple sizes. I think it'll fit from a 7 to an 8. I think it's pretty cool. It's got some sparkle, got real stone. So I'll have that on. I have stuff over there. We're watching Van Helsing right now. I think we're on season 3. I think there's 5 seasons of it. We'll watch some of that tonight. I might do some earrings. Although earrings never really sell well for me. So I'm not sure. Let's see. What else do I have to sell? Then you have to leave. Okay. This one's orangish. Those are orange, so I'm going to add some orange to my reds here. It's not orange enough, Kristen. Let's see. What's wrong, Bear? You're not settling. What's wrong, buddy? The other show I'm watching is Virgin River on Netflix, and I'm on season 2. And I like that. Ooh, Bear, you stinky. So I'm enjoying that show too. But my husband's not watching that one with me. But if I want. Oh, I just didn't want to bore people when I'm quiet. That's too orange now. I still wanted the muted colors here. There. Let's see. We're going to go around here a little bit. Let's get some brown. So I'm kind of following where the white's going to be with some darker color. So it'll have a good contrast. And when I rub it off, if it doesn't look good, I can just come back with a wet brush over it and kind of take it down a little anyway. It'll work. It'll be okay either way. But I think it'll be kind of cool to have a little bit of contrast with it. go. This is why I tend to have several different ones going, because I get bored. What color did I just pick up? A brown. Okay. I get bored with whatever I'm doing, and I'll move on to the next whatever I have going. So oops, I hit the, sorry, I have my camera really low. This one looks like it has a swirly in it. But I'm starting to think my rocks are all looking the same and overworked. So we may be done with this one for today. Maybe done. Then this one down here, I think I want it more purpley red, just so your eye can kind of come down to a purple. Oh, that wasn't helpful. Let's see. Let's grab some real purple. Yeah. There we go. And let me dry my brush off and pull some of that out. There, didn't need to be that dark. Sorry, I have to look away for a second. Put them down here. This is a tub of clay stuff for my granddaughter. I just keep it out at her by her chair, so she knows all the stuff that she needs is in there, and she doesn't have to ask to use it. She can just use it. And I'm going to add some dots. So I'm adding some purpley dots around the white dots, since I got some purple color. And I added a light line. So I did a geode series a couple years ago of some cabochons I had and painted them. I may do another one of those. It's kind of like this, only I'm taking a real rock or cabochon and painting it. And I may do that. That may be fun. Okay, I'm probably overworking these poor things. Who knows? A lot of these I'll just stick in my file. I have a portfolio kind of thing. They'll probably just go in there and stay. When I go to shows or whatever, I just stick it out and put, like $20 or $10 or 15 if they're mad at, or whatever amount, and then people can just go through them, and if they want them, they can take them that way. If they make the cut for that, even some of them don't ever even make it that far, because really, I don't know, maybe some people are good enough to always create a good work of art, but this was just something new to try, kind of out of my, I do flowers and leaves and that kind of stuff more. I did start the fairy. I am going to start doing some faces or kind of fairy kind of things, but not real serious on that. We'll see how that goes. Just because I'd like to do just for fun. Let's be more purpley. See how that purple just spread in there? Plenty of fails in my art. Yeah, me too. That one's going to have to be gone over because that's like horribly. See, this one right here and this one. These three right here aren't pretty. They're just kind of there. So we'll go in here and we'll see what we can do to them. And they're not really fails. I mean, I'm learning from this. I'm learning my different grays. I'm learning some different techniques for putting on textures and stuff. So for me, that's not a fail. Plus, it's working my imagination. And that for me is always a good thing too. I'm not working from a picture in this one. And see that I shaped that rock up fairly good, fairly quickly. So that's not too bad. So yeah, so even if it's not, necessarily like a sellable piece or whatever, it's not necessarily a failure. It's arts and crafts. My one friend that has a YouTube channel, she says a mat and a frame finishes any piece and makes it look 10 times better, which is often true. And also, I may not think it's pretty, but somebody else might. Eye of the beholder kind of thing. So I kind of always try and keep that in mind. And like when I used to do craft shows, the ugliest thing I had in my booth was always the thing that sold the first, or the only thing that sold sometimes. It was always a crack up to me how the ugliest thing I thought I had was what sold. Even if I priced it really high, because I would do that sometimes just because I was annoyed with it and I knew it would sell. And it did. So, yeah, there's that too. See, now I didn't work on this middle one, but by doing these around it, that one looks better just by virtue. That's like when I go out with all my girlfriends that are, tall and skinny and beautiful. I look better by virtue at the bar with them. Because I'm with all the pretty girls. I want this one to look a little there. Now this one looks yucky. There's something in there, so I'll just do that. I think it's time to splatter some. What do y'all think? Which color? I think we'll do this. I need some really good splatter here. So let's see what we can get. Let's splatter. Well, that one splattered good. I must have had the right combo here. So let's do this. I had enough water or not enough, or I don't know. There is a technique to splattering. I'm just not the girl for splatter. There we go. So I will leave these to be. So now now I have you so low. Now we have that part done. So I'll start working this way. By working around like this too, you get a different perspective on it. And like when things start looking the same, if I go over here, this side will start looking the same, and then maybe it'll change again. You can barely see that one right there. It is a red. So maybe I don't know. I'm not ready to do him yet. We'll take him. No, there's not enough red in that. Add some red. See, when I'm up close, you can't see me mixing my colors. Although that's probably not that big a deal. Oops, I got two reds next to each other. I'll add some brown to it. Ooh, that made it look nasty. Well, yellow made it look even worse. Okay, we got to get some blues. Now I got a green. Let's add some purple. Now we got a gray. Gray success. Okay, let's see what we can get going in here. We just got a mess of rock. There we go. Now it looks like it's been outlined, so we have to fix that. I might have to take some red. Oh yeah, there. I took some pinkies. I'll just add them in, so it'll just look like there are pieces of pink in there, like a rhodonite. There we go. I wish I don't have any black. I didn't make any dark. So I'll just use this gray that I had. I will make it look like rhodonite. And I'm going to go right along here. Here. There we go. There we go. I'll leave that one be. Ugh. Oh, I still got 5 people. People must be working on stuff. Did you just snort at me, Bear? Don't snort at me. Did I flip water on? I think I flipped some water on my dog, and he snorted and got up. So there's some little, you can see them, some little flecks in there from when I did some spattering, and that's okay. They might wash away when I go over them, or they might stay, and either way is fine. Oh, they're going to stay. They'll be in the layers, and that'll be good. Give us something different to look at. So I'm going to do this side darker, I think. Yeah. Right here. This end is going to be dark. You know how sometimes they get cracks in them? That's what I kind of want it to look like. Aww. I added a little green because like this rock would be on top of it, so it would be reflecting a little bit. So I added just a tad of green to my brown. Make it look maybe. Over here I would have to add some purple. Hey Jessica. Oh, I'm out of that one. Jessica, have you been dumpster diving lately? I know a couple of my friends that do it have said that they're having trouble finding much in the dumpsters as of late. I didn't know if that was everywhere or not. Didn't know. I always want to go, but most of the dumpsters around where I live, because it's a newer area built up, they're all compactors, so you can't get in them, obviously. And then no one wants to go anywhere else with me. I went this morning and found stuff and made a couple videos. Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out. I like watching those videos. My favorite are the Daily Divers. I don't know what their names are, but they're the couple, the guy and the girl. She's blonde. She works at an assisted living or a nursing home. And he's got tattoos on his hands. I don't remember his name. But they're my favorites. I watch them. They live in Baltimore, I believe. And they said they were having a lot of trouble. I want my daughter to go with me, but she's too busy right now. And she moved up into the city. But yeah, I would like for her to go with me. Her and I would have fun. And in high school, her and her friends used to do it, unbeknownst to me. So she actually knows some of the secrets when I was talking to her about it. And then um, she also ran away, and she didn't really live on the street. She couch dived and lived with friends and stuff. And so they would do it. They would go out and do it. So she does know some of the good places to do it, actually. Okay, so I'm putting some brown on this gray. I don't know why, because that hit my fancy. So it doesn't look terrible. It'll be a grayish. And then I'm going to, instead of leaving the white, I'm just going over it with whatever color picks up from the surround. Oh, you watched them for a while? Yeah, I like them. So they just got a new puppy. So we'll see how that goes for them. They've had some sponsors. Someday, I want my friend Lapidary Dave to sponsor me for my jewelry stuff. I don't know if I'll ever be that good at it. I would love to have like someone send me free paints or something. That would be cool. I need to do a review on the paintbrushes I got from Christy Rice, I think is her name. And a lot of people dogged her on her brushes. And I was really excited to get them. They're different shapes, so they're not like rounds. They're flats and daggers and cat tongues and stuff. So they're fun. They're definitely fun to play with. I like to have, as you guys see, I like to have lots of water in my brush and lots of pigment on it when I want it. Hers don't hold a lot of water. So for me, they're not my favorite. There's nothing wrong with them. If you're, especially a lot of new watercolor people, which is a lot of what she caters to, they don't want to have a lot of water because it's harder to control your paint that way. Like I said, mastering your water is one of the keys to watercoloring. How much water you have in your brush. And so I paint with a lot of water in my brush. So for me, when I use her paint brushes, which I don't think I had a round in her set, but I'll paint with them for you guys, and I've painted for you with them in a couple of the other videos I've done, but I will show you again. I just was going back and picking up water so much that for my style of painting, it isn't great. They are nice though. And for the price and what you get, I think you get six or seven, maybe 8 in there. And it's a good set. I would definitely recommend it, especially to people who are newer to watercoloring. You don't need to have and want to just do it for fun. You don't need to have the most expensive sable brushes. So hers is definitely a set I would recommend if they're available when you're buying paints brushes. So they're definitely on my list as one of the ones I recommend. But um, for me, like I said, they just don't hold enough water for me. That's all. I couldn't figure out why. I was like, what is my deal with these brushes? What's going on? And I finally figured it out. It was just that I'm just having to get into the water so often. And like with this brush, this is a cheaper brush. I got this set. It's a cheaper set. Um, Probably about the price range that hers are. And I couldn't figure out. I'm like, well, why do I like? And these, I had to tighten all the ferrules down, which is the metal part right here, because when you shook, you could hear them shake a little. They were loose, so that's a point off for me. You shouldn't have to ever shake your ferrules. You shouldn't have to be fixing stuff on your brushes when they're brand new. So to me, that was a ding against them. But I I do like them, and they're longer. This paintbrush, see how long it is compared to. Let me see. Do I have one of my good? These are snap. This is called the snap brush, and this is a normal size brush. So see how much difference. And they do sell long watercolor brushes and long brushes, but this was supposed to be a standard. So, and these are by Princeton, which is a good brand, but these are their cheaper brand. You can get these their snap ones. I think you can get them from like $1 or something to up to 20 for the big ones, which is a good deal. And I like them. I use them. I buy when like they had them on sale at one of the local art shops I went to, so I picked them up to try. I'll always try a new brush or a new paint set because I am of the opinion can't ever have too many art supplies. Here is what they call a bloom. See that right there? That's a bloom. I don't like the way that looks, so I'm going to have to fix it. Sometimes I like blooms, sometimes I don't. So you just go back in and rub the edges out. If you have good paper, it's easy to get out. If you have good paint, it's easy to get out. So there, we'll fix that right up because I did not like that. And these two rocks, you can't really see the difference. So I'm going to get some of my crusty dryer paint and I'm going to go right in the middle of these two. And I'm going to make a line, and they're both wet, so I'll have to wait a little bit for that. And I'll have to go back. So now I got this big one here to contend with. Blech. That is a green rock, guys. So let's make some greens, shall we? Let's see. I'll put my palette over here so you can see. We want a green gray. So I got this green. I got this green. I'm going to add a little brown to the mix because that'll make it earthier. Because I don't want the bright greens because we're doing gray. So that's nice right there, just that. Especially when we water it down. I'm going to add a little red to it to make it more gray. And my reds are not, my reds tend to be more towards the pink. So it's going to take me a bit to get a gray. I'm going to have to probably add a little bit of blue. Thanks. It needed green, yeah. I'm going to add my greens now. More greens. There we go. Ooh, that's a good green. I'm going to add some greens. Maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe just a little bit more of that. We'll add some more. I think that's what it was. I had the lighter green in there. So I'll add some greens because I got too much blues and reds and oranges. So this one's going to definitely be green. Ooh, I added that straight from the pot, but I'll mix it in. I often mix on my watercolor paper too, directly. Not necessarily. I don't have to have it from the pan, which a lot of people don't do. That's okay. You can follow the rules or you cannot. I don't care. I sometimes I follow them, sometimes I don't. Like with this painting, I'm not, because I'm finishing different sections and I'm going dark in some sections. And in watercolor, you're always supposed to do light first because you can't ever get your lights back in watercolor. There aren't, you know, so you can take off paint, but you can't get the white back. And that's okay. I don't, I have the white that's going to be here under the blue. So, oh, I forgot about that too. So we want to make sure that we get some lines going with this one. Woohoo, look at that. So I put that blue down. I'm going to put some green on top of it. So we're going to mix that color right in there. Oops, that got on there. Okay, right on there. And then it's going to hold a darker color right on the edge. I need, well, how about some crusty blue right in here? There we go. And we want it down here. So you could see it really spreading. Really nice right now. Because I got the green, I got the water. So when it hits the water, it spreads. And like right there, it was dry. So it's not going to spread where it's dry. It's just going to stay kind of how I put it. And then spread. And I want it to be an edge. You know, I want it to show an edge. So that's why I want it pretty dry right in there. And pretty dark. I'm using a dark blue right here. I may go in with a little bit of brown too. Ooh. And I'm encouraging it to go that way. So it looks like it's going up the side of the rock. That way. I think that's going to be good actually. So we're going to go here. Kind of looks like he might be a one of those beetles that's carved. Okay. I tend to, like, I'm kind of getting bored with it. I tend to get more daring as I get bored with them. So I'll try different things because I'm like, well, I'm bored. Let's see. My greens are going fast. Oh, there, that's a good green. Don't know why I'm going through the green so fast. This. There we go. Have a good day, Jessica. Thanks for stopping in. Ooh. I just got. So fix that. There we go. So this is looking pretty good over here. I'm going to leave it alone and let it dry. This right here is looking a little funky. Not sure what to do with it. So I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do with this because I can't seem to keep enough green on my palette. So I am going to leave those lines like that for right now. And he will get splattered, but not right now. So think I'm going to make this one green in here because we're missing some green here. Let's see, I'm going to use the light green. There we go. You're going to be green. There we go. Even though like my base color of this wasn't green, it's okay. I can go over it and change it. That looks a lot better. See how much better that flow looks? This one's a brown. So what I'm going to do is add a little brown to the green that I just used there at this one. And I'm going to come over here. See how it's... There we go. So what that did was this color went from here to here, from here to here, and then here, only it's got more brown in it. So that'll flow into this darker section over here. And that'll be good. So now, let's get this wet. Let's maybe get some, okay. I'm going to surprise everybody. Let's try. Can you see? I used a contrasting color this time. So those are brown. See? And that's good. That'll add a little color to it. Here's some dry ones. These are the ones we did earlier that are dry. They turned out pretty good, actually. I might go over them a little bit so that they look like they're incorporated, and I might not. They added a lot to those rocks. So this guy's about ready to come off, so that's good. This guy, he'll be done. It'll probably take me another hour to finish. I don't know if I'll stay on the whole time or not. Need more right in there. There we go. Okay. This one needs a little bit more orange. Oh, thanks, Kim. It definitely needed that, especially over there some places. I'll have to stop in a little bit because all the colors kind of run together in your eyes after a while. It definitely looks better than it did when I started. It's getting there. I don't like this part right here. Alexa, what's my notification?
One new notification from Amazon. U.S. National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch for Commerce City. It'll be in effect from July 6th, 2:10 p.m. MDT until July 6th, 9 p.m.
I guess I got a thunderstorm warning for my area. Okay, so I didn't like how that looked. There was too much white there. So what I did was I made my rock bigger. Almost stuck that in my Coke can. There we go. So now there's just this little spot to do. I still this rock still is not done. He's freaking me out a little bit, but we'll get him. We'll get him. Although right now he is like the focal point of the picture. This guy needs some color in him. That wasn't the color I wanted in him. I wanted more of this color in him. Okay. A lot of times I'll have a scrap piece of paper next to me that I'll try the color out on first. This isn't a commissioned piece or something like that, so I'm not as concerned. And rocks can be any color, so I'm not as concerned about that with this piece. That's why I'm not really using that. Okay, it needs a little blue in it, maybe. Maybe not that much blue. So, just took the water. There we go. So I just mixed that on it. That helped a lot, though. And then that one needs something. I'm probably... Oops, that's got way too much. Since I spilled on my paper towel, I don't have anything to dry my brush off with really anymore. So I've kind of got a lot of water on my brush that I don't want. I gotta go back in. Oh, sorry. I'll have to go. These are looking good. These edges here, I really like the way they're defined. Maybe not that one against this, but this one against it. So like this one will have to be defined up. Maybe this one a little bit more. But that's starting to really look good, in my opinion. And then over here, these are pretty, being dry, I can tell now. These are looking pretty good. I don't know if I'll go back in with ink. That's one way I define things, is with ink. I kind of wanted to just do watercolor on this, so this one may be a little too purpley. I may have to go add a little brown or dark gray to it. And these are starting to get there. So I think I'm probably done for tonight, or I'll probably, so what I'll probably do is I need to do the dishes, and it's 2:00 here. I'll do the dishes, and I got to figure out what to make for dinner. I don't know what we're having. And so I'll let this dry, percolate in my mind. I'll probably set it somewhere where I can see it while I'm doing just stuff around the house, and I can kind of figure out what colors need to be added where. Well, I've been almost 2 hours, so that's good. And then I'll get back to it. But I have a fox that fire fox that I'm going to paint, so I'll probably start sketching that out. And I have a couple other paintings that are going. I have a Native American dancer that I'm painting. I have him sketched out. I just haven't started him yet. I have a bird. Excuse me. Oh, that'd be the yard. I have a bird that I've started that I need to finish. And I haven't really done that. So I have several things I'll work on, and then tomorrow, which is Thursday at 9 a.m. Mountain, which is 11 a.m. Eastern. I will be back with Kim VZ, and we will be doing our art and variety show. I'm sure Kim will have clay stuff for us. I know she was working on skulls and mushrooms, and I think she still has a couple sun catchers left that she made, but I'm not sure about that. She always has a couple earrings are hanging around that she's made out of her clay. She's fabulous with that. So you can come see us there too. And who knows, I might do another pop-up later. You can always check me out. So thanks, guys. Here it is. Let's see. I'll try and put it. I'll put the camera that way, and then I'll put this flat in the camera. There you go. So we did quite a bit today. Spent 2 hours, and all you who stopped by, I appreciate it, and everybody who watches the rerun, or I appreciate it. If you have any questions, just type them in, and I'll try and answer them. Otherwise, you can email me at designsanddoovers@gmail.com. It's all spelled out. And if you're interested, once it's finished, let me know. This is an 8x8, so unmatted, it would be probably 25 or 30. I have to check my price sheet. I think 8x8 unmatted is 30. If you want it matted, it increases, and if you want it in a frame, it increases. And I think this one's going to turn out good enough that it will be up for sale, because I'm liking it more and more. So thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a great week. Bye.